welcome back to another video. So in this video we're going to gap some spark plugs on this car. It's on a Z-Tech 1.6 Ford motor, and it's very tough on the spark plugs, this car. Anyway, long story short, we need to keep on top of the spark plugs on this car, so i.e. we need to gap them regularly. So this is how we do it. These are the tools we need. We've got the spark plug gapping tool and measuring tool here. So you can see around the outside we've got loops which we put between the electrode and the conductor to measure the gap of the spark plugs as it is at the moment. If it's too big, then we've got these tools here which we can bend the electrode down. So you can see that it shows the measurements of each loop, the thickness of each loop here. So I'm just pointing out that this is the bit that adjusts the gap. Then we've got the spark plug remover. It's a specialist tool because we need to go so deep into the cylinder head. We need a needle nose pliers to pull out the spark plug once we've undone it, if this hasn't pulled it out. And basically that's it. So here you can see that I'm just going to undo the valve cover, and then we're into the spark plugs here. Take the cable off. Get the tool to remove it. Get it on the hex nice and solid. Spark plugs tend to be on pretty tight, so in this case we're just going to get this spanner here. We're going to use the loop on the one end of the spanner to give us a bit of leverage, like so, and then that is plenty enough leverage for us to undo the spark plug. Then I will just do that on all four spark plugs to get them out. And this is how we measure the spark plug. We just put the loop between the electrode and the conductor, like so. So these are, the gap was a bit big on these, so we've adjusted them, and now we're measuring them again to make sure that the new gap is correct. We want about a 0.9 to 1.1 millimeter gap. On this occasion I think I've done them to 1 millimeter. Sorry, 1 millimeter. So here I am just seeing which ones are too small, which ones are too big, just to make sure we've got it right. So you can see we put the teeth of the tool around the conductor here, and we're just lifting the red up here just to bend this electrode in towards the conductor. Sorry, we're bending the conductor in towards the electrode. And then we just measure them again to make sure we've got the gap correct. So this is a quick tip here. When you're putting the spark plugs into the cylinder head, we definitely don't want to cross thread them. So what I do is turn it counterclockwise until I get the click, and then I tighten it. So when I'm doing it counterclockwise, when I get that click, I know it's lined up with the threads, and then from there I can tighten it up. So here I am just removing the number 2. I didn't do them all at once, actually. I did them one by one. I took them out, gapped them, put it back in, took out the next one, and so on. So here I am just putting the spark plugs back in, again using the spanner to give me a bit of leverage on the spark plugs. No need to go crazy. I mean, I do, once it's tight, maybe I give it in like an 1/8 of a turn, maybe a 1/4 of a turn, and that's usually enough. Like I said, no reason to go too tight on the spark plugs. And that's basically it, guys. This is how we gap spark plugs. Very simple. I've seen videos where people are not using the tool, but I think the tools are so cheap there's no reason not to use them, and plus you can do a much better quality job because you can measure it so much tighter. That's the video. As always, thanks for watching. Subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you again next time.